Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here, and this time we are back for F1 22 My Team Career Mode here for part number 14 for the Dutch GP. If you saw in the last video, please go check it out. We raced at Spa. It was an amazing result for us. Spoiler alert, we did get P5. Amazing result. We fought with the world title we fought with the world champion Max Verstappen. It felt nice to finally race against him. I've been waiting to do it for a while. To race with them virtually. It's not like the first time I've done it though, but amazing result considering we were a back marker. If you read the title of this video, we're gonna stop development, and I've decided to stop development, but I'm gonna decide to still spend money on cash. Now we're getting all these upgrades coming on, but they're all failing. But some of them are passing. We did get actually 3 upgrades come on, but we're gonna stop development for a couple reasons. Number one, we have a regulation change I'm pretty sure might happen. If that's true, if it does happen, hopefully it does, we could also save up the R&D when we do get this reg change. Once we save up the R&D, we'll be able to make our car quicker. So by the end of the season, we could probably hopefully be in the lower midfield and not being in the back of the grid. And also, we want to get a higher point in the constructors, but obviously I would like to get P9 to P8. It'd just be nice, but we have a tough challenge on our hands. We literally have to beat AlphaTauri and Williams. Williams, for some odd reason, are just quick as hell. Albon literally is just having amazing. Literally got a P5 in Canada, which ruined my luck because I could not afford those guys to score points. But we also need to keep a fight on Aston Martin. Aston Martin are making a comeback. And it's going to be tough here for the final points positions for the constructors. So hopefully we get the cash. Hopefully we get the big payday, but it could all go wrong. We do get gold here in the Pirelli Hot Lap feature. As we go into FP1, we got P17. I don't really go well around here. It's not one of my favorite circuits either. Personally, in my opinion, it's not one of my favorites. So not a good result, but honestly it could be better. Also going P14 on a soft tire run. Car didn't feel very pacey around here. I didn't really feel confident in the car really much, but obviously, yeah. So we did 3 ticks down from running a normal AI. We're going to go to qualifying here and see if we can actually not get last. So qualifying here for the Dutch. Here we are getting ready to qualify here for the Dutch GP. So yeah, we've been running 90% AI. Yeah, I know I'm bad at racing if I'm literally losing to AI that are in the 90s, but I'm on controller I'm not really on the steering wheel, so it's kind of difficult. But we are doing 3 ticks down. We're going to 87. I feel like 88 was a little too much, but considering that was the wet, so we're gonna see if 88's okay, but if not, I could be wrong. As we go around here for the first lap, and we bin it. We got rear wing damage and front wing damage. Trying not to get stuck there. We do a flick spin. We're going to go again here for our second run. But the track has been a little bit of an update. The only update is now the curbs are orange and white. That's really the only change. I mean, there's really nothing else. So I'm kind of upset because I feel like they should really fix the curbs. But personally, it makes the challenge. So I'm not really complaining about it, but car with the new upgrades felt really, really nice as we come across the line here. For our first run here, we come across the line, we're going to get a 1 minute 12.7. That actually puts us P11, so not a bad result here. We go for our third and final run. We run out wide in that final corner, which we're up on our lap time, but it's not an insane improvement. It's only, like, I think it's a 3:10 difference. I can't really see well. I'm far away from my screen. But it's not great. But it could be better. We are P20 now, so we are by the cutoff point. We actually did be. We're probably going to beat Oscar Piastri here in qualifying here, but we're going to come across the line now. Can we get into Q2? We will find out in just a minute. I don't think we made it. I'm not sure. No, we didn't. We missed out by literally a place. We got P17, so that's not going to see us into Q2, unfortunately. But that is heartbreaking. I won't really care. P17 it is on the grid. That's not a bad result, to be fair. It's certainly better than last. But I think we'll have to take the AI up by +1 for the next qualifying session. That was a little bit too quick for me, but race is tomorrow. Let's see what we can do in the race.
For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside in races across Europe. Here this weekend, it's even easier to find the Dutch fans as they have a race to call their own once again. A warm welcome to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe, of course, as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. 4 lefts and 10 rights make up the 14 corners of the narrow and demanding Zandvoort circuit, with plenty of peaks and valleys over the course of the 2.6-mile lap, which will demand absolute concentration from our drivers here today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Perez, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Magnussen, and Mick Schumacher, Vettel, Joe, the owner driver, and Norris. They've taken a grid penalty. Stroll, Latifi, Pierre Gasly, and Alex Albon. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Ocon, Tsunoda, they've taken a grid penalty. Oscar Piastri and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat is Natalie Pinkham. Now, our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching for as they go down into turn 1?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts. You have to hope that everyone is able to get a clean start. And this is possibly the trickiest part of the entire race. So many drivers in such a small space. And finding your braking point into turn 1 as well is testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
That's some very not wise words from Natalie. Here we are on the grid here. We're going to go for the softs here. That's their strategy. There's the mediums to the hard. I'm honestly going to go with the softs. There's really nothing to lose. We benefit from other drivers getting grid penalties, so we're gonna have to start on a much faster tire, but they will worn off pretty easily. We do have a couple of pair of softs, but I think the softs will do, and hopefully we won't kill the softs, so we'll have to do a little bit of tire management. But honestly, I probably won't even do that at this point. Lining up for the grid here, we line up actually next to the Alfa Romeo of Zhou Guanyu, so we also have Sebastian Vettel up there, the Aston Martin, the driver we need to beat, because Vettel's been doing actually pretty well, and I cannot have him score points. I need to score points myself, but I need to be aware of the Aston Martins. But here we go. The 5 red lights here. We are underway. Not yet. We are now underway here for the Dutch GP as we get a not so good start. Actually, no, we do get an amazing start now. We benefit from everyone else on the mediums and Zhou Guanyu as we're going to possibly go around the outside of Sebastian Vettel and Mick Schumacher if we can. We're going to keep the outside lane just as we're side by side now with Sebastian Vettel as we're going to go back around the outside if we can. And a little bit of contact there, but we get ahead. It's an amazing start there. We go P10 now. No, we're going to go to P9 maybe. Can we get this move down at Ricciardo? Maybe not, as we're going to go side by side going through the corners, and Ricciardo's going to stay. We back out of it. What a start on the, but to be fair, we were on the faster kind of compound, but everyone else is kind of on a faster tire as well, and considering from Ricciardo there. But we're going to go down the inside, we're going to give Mick, and we actually squeeze Mick, and we give Mick no room once again. I need to judge. I am like horrible at racing. That was all my fault. I should get a penalty. That's not good. Let's go take a look. We just gave him the squeeze, and yeah, that's caught. Seb again, unlucky again from Mick. I think that's like the 100th time he's gotten front wing damage on the opening lap. I think Seb might be talking about retirement plans after that one. I don't think he's having the best fun. Oh, I feel bad for him. As Bottas actually locks up, so has ran out of talent, jokingly, but That was not very smart from Valtteri, but now we are stuck behind Ricardo here. The McLaren's much faster than us, so honestly, if we could just try to stay in his DRS, that'd be nice. The McLaren, I think, is like the 5th fastest car coming into this race in the performance index. I'm not 100% sure, but they are having a close little midfield scrap here with the other drivers. But that McLaren, considering the beginning of the season, they were like the 3rd worst team. They've improved. They have the resources, and they've made this car actually really amazing. So we just try our best to stay with Ricardo here, but I think we're benefiting from these softs because those mediums aren't really firing up for Ricardo, but he's gonna get he will have a better stint as he goes on because he's on those medium tires. So just trying our best to stay ahead. We do have Mick Schumacher, who is behind us, who is pretty quicker than us. I think they're close in that midfield scrap there with McLaren. So we got to try to keep Mick behind. We have Lance Stroll in the points as well. So we have a couple of drivers that actually have that are having a really close affair though. But Stroll's actually losing a lot of time. But we're losing time to Ricardo here as we did not get a good exit off those last few corners. Now we're just trying to stay ahead. We just cannot get the good exit speeds. I've always had struggles with the AI on the exit. To be fair though, this circuit does not feel nice with this car. This car just didn't feel nice around here. It may look like I'm having a decent time, but in the car I was actually really struggling with pace. Running wide constantly. Also another thing is I think the car felt much nicer going down into mainly the turn 1 and going through this corner here. This is where it felt nice, but sector 2 was just abysmal for us. But you see Mick Schumacher's actually getting a little bit of time on us here. Right here we weren't really strong, but we just try to keep our flat to the floor, our throttle. Obviously for some odd reason that corner is like really flat with the real life cars back in last year's game, but when you tried it last year it actually wasn't flat. You had to go down 2 gears. But we run out wide again under pressure from Mick Schumacher here, as Mick Schumacher now going to come across the final corner here around the banking, and he will get this move done. He's going to go down the inside and he gets the move done, and we're not going to fight that back. We gave up, and the softs stayed. They were dying. Lance Stroll's now catching on us in the Aston Martin. They're much quicker than us, but we're actually pretty close in the midfield scrap with them. I think we're almost faster than Lance, but to be fair, that Aston is going to be really quick. But to be fair, we are stopping development after this race. We do have one upgrade coming on, but it's only for the durability department. So hopefully maybe next race if we'll find out if there is a regulation change. Hopefully there is, but I hope it's not performance related. If it's just one department, it's fine. I just personally, in my opinion, I always like it when they do durability because you don't lose anything. But if we want to save resource points to make the car OP or just make the car better for Season 2, we need to stop development and start focusing on Season 2, which I basically have just scrapped this season as just, okay, let's just get some upgrades on the car. Let's just see how the car feels, and let's go into Season 2 strong. This livery design here that also I'm running, I ran this full season. This is not the final. Next season it's going to be a whole different color, by the way. We have yellow flags actually up at front. I do have some color combinations with the new livery. I don't know who it is. I think it's the McLaren. And yeah, it is the McLaren. It's actually Ricardo. So, Rick, not having the Dutch GP he wanted here for the Papaya Army. As Mick Schumacher gets past, Daniels, yeah, no engine clearly some engine failure or a gearbox failure. Something happened, but look at the front tires, they're overheating again. This is like been the second race in a row they've been overheating. I don't know what it is, but the fronts are overheating, not the rears. So tire pressures are kind of iffy. That, or it's just they're overheating because the tires are basically bald, basically done. So I don't know, but we're gonna come across here. We're gonna actually come into the pits now. On lap 11 of this race, the rest of the race, we kept Lance behind for a good while. It was basically the DRS train down. No really moves really happening back there. We're going to come into the pits here. Hopefully they go pit stop for the boys here as we get purple turning like we always do. It's a good stop from the boys here. It's actually a 2.4, so it's not a bad start, but we're on cold hards now, so now it's going to be a struggle. We have Yuki Tsunoda. He's pounced out of Lance Stroll, so that AlphaTauri. Another car we're actually in the constructors fight with. They are Yugi's back there. He's got ahead of launch control. There's Pierre Gasly as well. He's back there. So both AlphaTauris jump the Astons. So this is what I kind of need if I do want to get a good points here this weekend here in the Dutch GP. But honestly, the car, it doesn't feel like I'm telling you guys, the car just did not feel right on this outlap. We're trying to give it as much on the outlap. Our hards are actually pretty cold, and we did struggle on the outlap here. Here we go. Hards are actually warmed up now on lap 14. But also the fuel burn, we did lower the fuel for the race, and the fuel burn is pretty high around here. Sebastian Vettel gets past Pierre Gasly, but the fuel burn is actually really high here. I lowered the fuel thinking, okay, we have like I think we had like 6 laps of fuel on us. I didn't think we needed that much fuel, but clearly we did, because the fuel burn is pretty high around here. I kind of underestimated it. When I lower the fuel, sometimes at some tracks I just lower the fuel and then we just go crazy. So personally, I might have to wait to lower the fuel a little bit going into next season. Less fuel, lighter car, but obviously I'm just trying to save fuel as well, because to be fair, with this fuel burn's pretty high and this track being basically full throttle, I'm not going to limit the fuel burn probably going into Monza. Monza will be the next race, but the fuel burn's pretty high around here. But we do have Oscar Piastri coming out of the pits. Actually, Oscar overcuts us, or he performed the overcut, and he actually got the overcut ready. So we didn't get the best outlap, but we're going to go around the outside of Oscar Piastri, and we do get the move. But now we up into P14. Yellow flags behind us. I think it's the Williams. I think Williams got something happened to the Williams back there. But we're out of the points. So Valtteri Bottas has jumped us, Esteban Ocon. So much faster cars that went on the mediums, they have benefited from the soft tire runners as they have gone ahead of us. So that's not great, but obviously there's no time to lose. But at the same time, like I said in the beginning, we struggle with pace around here. So considering it is lap 19 of this race, we're basically halfway through the race. So I'm just going to try to see if I can stay ahead with Valtteri Bottas, but also I need to start lifting and coasting pretty soon here, because the fuel burn, once again, I'll say it again, is pretty high around here. So lifting and coasting in this car, it's not great, but obviously it's not the best either. But I think we're about 0.41, so we're trying not to dump as much overtake. We do a little bit of a lift there, if you did hear it on the car. If not, clips are fast forward, so you probably won't be hearing any more lifts. But Piastri, we're pulling away from Piastri, but it's not going to be long till Piastri will be up our booty, or our diffuser, for reasons, because we have to start doing the lifting and coasting. Season 1, if you guys, when you do get this game, do not underfuel the car, because that is a bad idea. Don't underfuel the car at some circuits. Yeah, if you have good fuel, like if you have good fuel efficiency with when you get fuel upgrades coming on, and the fuel will actually be saved, yeah, then you can underfuel the car. But some tracks probably not the best to underfuel, so I'm probably gonna need maybe a safety car, because it's gonna be hard to keep the drivers behind. We have much faster drivers behind us. Pierre Gasly, Oscar Piastri, well, they're not faster than us. We're actually keeping a good gap, but they could be faster than us, who knows. But you see losing time to Oscar here with these clips fast forward. Going through a lot of these corners here. For this sector right here, we weren't strong at this. I'll say it again, not strong in this sector compared to the other sectors. Third sector, going around here, this is where we were kind of strong. I know, another straight, not surprised. But going through this corner, I actually felt really nice around in this corner. Except we did lose a lot of time, as I take more of the inside kind of line. I don't really like to run the outside curve, but Oscar Piastri now is behind our diffuser here in a couple laps. He's actually getting a good outlap. He's going to try to make the move around the outside. We go up a little bit, we drift off the track, and we are going to stay ahead of Piastri here best as we can. Here's Pierre Gasly. He's going to go around this, I don't know what corner they call this, but not flat out yet. But Piastri, he backs out of it, and Pierre Gasly has benefited from that, and he's gotten past us. That is awesome, and that's a big lift and coast there. Well, it's actually not awesome, because I need a Piastri ahead, but it's awesome that we're having a little scrap with the AlphaTauris, but also it's awesome that we are backing this field up a lot. 7 seconds now behind Bottas now in the Alfa Romeo, but you see, it's very hard to overtake. there's not many overtaking spots you can do around here, but Piastri's making a work out of it. But Bottas, the guys up front, they're in a DRS train, so it's kind of good that I did back out of that fight, because I probably would have been in that for basically the whole rest of the race. So we're not going to score points today. We're just going to have to start lifting and coasting, though. We're going to probably need a safety car or a VSC if needed, but Gasly, he's just up our tail. More DRS coming from the AlphaTauri driver. I'm thinking about letting him go. I don't want to let him go. I really don't want to let him go. I'm trying to fight Oscar as much as not Oscar, trying to fight Piastri, but Oscar going down the inside as much as he can, if he can make this move. But we're going, once again, more lifting and coasting. There's beating a bang going on back there with Tsunoda and Piastri. There's a yellow flag actually behind us. I don't know who it is. I think it's actually Oscar. Yeah, I think Oscar just got in a crash there. But we go wide, and the VSC is out. Wow. So something. Okay, now we go to a full safety car. So something happened back there. I don't know what happened. I think with Oscar Piastri, I think he spun out. Let's take a look at the interview. So Tsunoda's down the inside. He's maybe going to try to pounce on the outside much as he can, and oh yeah, just got beast on the outside curb, lost control, and killed Lance Stroll. Killed himself. And killed another driver. Let's go take a look from Stroll's POV. Yeah, Tsunoda locked up. So we hit him. Yeah, he just got stuck, and Stroll just nowhere to go. Who else? I think Alex Albon got in this too. Take a look from the Williams driver as well. As did he get into this? No, he didn't. He actually backed out of it. So just a little two-car crash there. As actually, that's Kevin Magnussen back there. I wonder what he's doing back there. He's surprised he's not in the points, but. Here's another look again at Oscar's POV. Here's Gasly. I don't know what I'm doing again. Yeah, just once again, take another look. Yeah, just that was not very good from our driver. So, and there was a glitch happening. Look what's going on. This is happening, and I don't know what it is, but it says catch safety car queue, but then it does this. So this happened basically the entire time, and we actually couldn't catch safety car queue. So we broke the safety car. As I pause to see what the hell's going on, but we broke the safety car. Cars are not really accelerating; they're actually following the delta pace. It says we're in the negative. We didn't get a penalty, but I am just confused why this was happening for the past. I don't know how many laps we were behind the safety cars. The laps are ticking down, so it's clearly just a safety car glitch. But don't really know why this was happening. But this also saves a good time for us to go into lean revs and save fuel. So also needed. We tried to pass Bottas, and it said to give the position back. So clearly it's not a glitch if that was happening. So. I was just very confused, but don't really understand why it was happening. Don't know why, but it happened, and we're gonna go for another lap around the safety car. So not gonna be able to catch safety car queue. This kind of ruined the race. We were gonna pit for softs, to be fair, try to go to the end on the softs, but I decided just to resume. So we did that. Plus we got back going once again. Green flag. We're back underway here around the Dutch GP, but our hards are pretty worn. Bottas is pretty quick. We don't have much energy. We're not strong around here. You can take a look. We're going down the outside, but we actually don't get the move done here. Fast forward to the last lap of the race. Had to shorten it for time limits for some odd reason, because this is not even a long episode. But I think the clips I recorded were a little too long. So yeah, at the end of the day, Bottas was very quicker than us. The Alfa Romeo was just so quicker. And Gasly actually started gaining time on us, so we kind of just backed off. And Max Verstappen actually wins the Dutch GP, so he wins in front of his home crowd, wins in front of the Papaya Army. But from our side, not a good result. To be fair, it could have been better, but honestly, it's a P13. It's not a bad finish. Zhou Guan Yu actually is going to get points, so there was a little fight there for the points, but it's not going to happen at the end of the day. P13, not a bad result compared to where the car is today.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
What a great race then, and a magnificent victory here at the Dutch Grand Prix. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out of the track was: speed. It sounds like an awfully reductive statement, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here.
As they should, because I believe Ferrari have dominated the last few races, so Max gets his revenge compared to he was P6 last race, and we pulled the defense of insane. So congratulations to him. Charles Leclerc gets second. I think that's Charles. I think it is. Yeah, that's Charles. I thought it was Carlos for a sec, but from our side, not very strong. Could have been better, but we're gonna look at the standings now. None of our title rivals actually. We beat Gasly though today, but I don't think really anybody changed up at the front. Carlos Sainz to where he started dead last. He got P7 somehow. I don't know how, but Piastri got P19. A lap down. Yuki Tsunoda also a lap down. That was not the best race for us, but honestly, it could be better. As we're gonna possibly go look at the standings here soon. We do. So we sit P13 in the standings. So still going pretty strong. See if we can try to catch Ricardo at the end of the day, but that McLaren's pretty quick and be impossible. But we still sit P10 in the standings. But thank you guys for watching this video of F122, my team. See you guys in the next video. Next race it is in Italy. So have a good day, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy.